That would be ridiculous. Okay. It looks like it's working. Don't you love it when a plan comes together? Alright, let me reshare that link because I don't think it matches. No, it doesn't. One moment, please. And at live alerts. So anyone who has the live alert role on the Discord channel can get a live alert when we go live. It's almost self-explanatory, but you know. And Swabber Texas King, I guess, well, it is Texas, right? Thanks for the subscription. I'm not sure what we're going to be doing. Probably going to be flying back towards the bubble. We're not going to get there today. I've got an hour and a half before I need to wrap things up. I spent at least half an hour trying to get everything ready.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
Alright, and then we're going to need to know where we're going. That says distance 3,700 light years, but I thought it wouldn't let us plot more than 1,000. This game is so confusing. But let's get on our way. There may be a change of plans. We'll see. 5 bodies, and I'd mostly like to okay, I already got these. Yeah, I don't care then. And I'd mostly like to just go, but if we find a water world, if we find a terraformable, and we might as well do the discovery scanner and the FSS. Is that what it's called? Now I can't see chat. There you are. Let's see. Headed to Desiat? Cool. I will try to have fun. I think the worst part is over. Is there a pop-out for chat? There is. There is. So let's... I can't get it quite the shape I want. I probably could if I had a 1080 secondary screen. All right, let's try that. Pretty sure I'm not going to like it. And no, that's not going to work out because I need to see that. All right. Oh, it is? Okay. Something like that, yeah. Cylon Kings. And I forgot to see what kind of star this is. It looks scoopable. Let's find out the hard way. I guess I could just... It is a F, so it is scoopable.
Fuel scooping.
I guess this targeting is not the hard way. And do a little FSS. So we don't have any water worlds. I'm not sure what this is. It doesn't say, but it's right here, whatever it is. Jackpot. So we'll want to map that unless it's already been mapped. Probably even if it's already been mapped. It's been mapped and discovered. But that's alright. I'll be okay. I think there was a moon around this.
Fuel scooping complete.
Rocky. Oh, there's something behind the star. "20 feet from fame." Alright, let's... What is that? Oh, wow, a big cloud eruption. Let's move away from the star so we can do some better scanning. Gardner Port? It sounds familiar. Are you Black Diamond? Metal Rich. Almost had it. I should have known from the Geiger counter sounds. Wait, was there something here? Oh, okay. I'll probably be okay. But you know, I'm still new enough to this game that I am going to be encountering things that I will be saying, I didn't even know that was a thing.
System scan complete.
Alright, let's go map that water world. Oh, let's also make sure that we don't have any terraformables. Ooh. We'll definitely want to do that one then. Alright, but let's start with the water world, which I believe is right there. AB4, sounds right. Throttle up. I kind of wanted to see... So, there's a star here and a star here, I guess. I don't know why that one's not showing up. If we look again here, yeah, there are 3 stars, but for some reason one of them is not showing up in the orrery. But it's probably right here. Seems strange. Did I need to scan it? Yeah, it was far enough away. Is there anything on here that's undiscovered? That's AB4, AB1. There's A, there's C. But B is not actually on here. Am I just being weird? So this is B. If we target that. I guess I didn't need to turn around. I could have just tried the FSS. Okay, was it not there? I don't know. I'm not going to worry about it. That's where we want to go. And we can look at the ore area again once we get moving. It's 44 something light years. Here, let me switch to Super Cruise so we can look at other things. Oh, I wanted to look at that orrery first. It still doesn't show it. Maybe it's too small. Maybe it's just weird. $44.39. Let's see. I think, yeah, I'm on fastest. But it says max 20, and I've got jet cone enabled. And I don't have I have enough materials for like 4 or 5 boosts. So I probably don't want to blow through those. What is that up there? Has a nice halo to it, suggesting it has an atmosphere, which isn't necessarily true. And it's probably the moon. Oh, it's where I actually wanted to go. I selected the moon by accident. I'll try this manually. How is that so far away? Time-wise, I guess the moon we just are flying away from had more mass than we realized. That's no moon. Oops, too fast. Don't want to have to do a victory lap if we can avoid it. We're coming in too hot! Now we kind of want to move away from it a little bit, I think. I think we're far enough away we can do a... Whoa! We're pretty close. Alright, let's see if we can just get this over with. How many? 6 figures. It's that first one. That's what really sets the... It felt like it was in the middle, but... What, was it all the way? What? I don't know what I'm seeing. Oh, okay. Oh, that was a good shot. Alright, so we'll set this one. See, that was there. So we'll set that one about there. Oh, well, we'll have too much overlap. We'll probably need that sixth one. But we can fire it right down the pipe. Oh, looking good.
Surface scan complete.
Alright, so was it the first one? Oh, it'll be easier to find it here, I think. That one, verify. This body is a candidate for terraforming. And we probably were closer to it when we started, but... trying to keep the planet on the edge there so we can make sure we're not dipping into the atmosphere. Alright, 15 days of travel time. Let's see what's coming up after this. It will be Class M. And we don't have the star map or the system map for it, so won't be learning much yet. Whoa, 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 whoa. Stay on target. Stay on target. Okay, we are definitely accelerating now. Getting ready to make the jump to light speed. And nothing changed. Visually. Still feel like I'm waking up a little bit. Warm today. Just had COVID testing at work. It's really bugging me because the way they're doing it is stupid. You know, but I feel that way about everything, don't I? So the point is they want to reopen some of the services, like there's a dining hall and a beauty shop and so the plan is they're going to test once a week for 3 weeks, and if there's no cases, then that will somehow make it okay for them to open certain services. But we haven't had any cases for months now without testing. So now that we've had months of no cases, we need to verify on a weekly basis that we still don't have any cases. Plus, I don't know if they're doing antibody testing or live virus testing, so... And it takes a minimum of 72 hours to get test results back. The testing once a week is just freaking pointless. It's nearly pointless. You've got a 1 in 10 chance of catching the infection. You know, like if someone gets tested on their day off right after they catch it or have it in their system at a detectable level. It's like if they had a good plan for a good reason, I could go along with it, but it just chat borked. Oh no. Yeah, Well, Sweden has a better healthcare system than we do, if I'm not mistaken, where being poor is not, and old would not be a death sentence. The whole point of flattening the curve was the idea that, well, eventually almost everybody's going to get it. And at this point, I'm thinking eventually everyone's going to get it. But if we can limit the number of cases, the number of infections, not cases, not the number of people going to the doctor, the number of people who actually have the virus active in their body. If we can limit that to a small, percentage of the population, then healthcare services should be able to, we get six, should be able to keep up with the stresses on the system, both as far as supply chains and staff not being worked beyond their limits. Yeah, it does. It's intended to delay the inevitable. It's the whole point. Is you delay. Let's see, that was on that side. You delay it so that, I guess we want to do it like this, so that healthcare services can keep up with the workload. Yeah, and I don't swear a lot, but when it comes to millions of people's lives versus the economy, fuck the economy. We're all in this together. It's our economy, it's our lives, and a good economy doesn't help much if you're dead. Or if you have, long-term effects from, let's say, scarred lung tissue, maybe for the rest of your life. I can't imagine being a kid and everyone said it's going to be okay because I'm a kid, and then you get it and maybe your case is a little worse or maybe average, and then, you get scar tissue on your lungs. So, well, big deal. You're just going to suffer with that for the rest of your life. You're not going to be able to breathe, quite as well. Your chances of being a professional athlete just went down the drain. Who wants to be a professional athlete anyway? It's too competitive. That was sort of a pun, but not intentionally. Thanks, Rosie. My 5-year-old wants you to like and subscribe. So I guess you have to. I can't remember if I launched that probe already or not. Usually you can hear them. And I work with old people. So if it gets in our building, 20% of them are just going to die because of the asymptomatic nature of it. Although we're doing a pretty good job. We take temperatures upon entry. What my business needs is constant screening of everyone in and out, and a backup plan for when someone who's supposed to go on shift shows up with a fever. Yeah, if it was just the flu, there's still the fatalities, but we have a really good understanding of the long-term effects of flu on the body, and they are manageable. We don't really know with this novel virus, and you don't hear people talk about it too much. But I do remember there were people who were brought into the ER because of a car crash, and it was very confusing what was actually being reported at the time. And but what they were trying to say is that they discovered that the people that were in the car crash had the virus without even knowing it, because they had scar tissue in their lung, and then they when the test came back, because they were testing everybody, that they had actually had the antibodies. So what the range of damage is on that, I don't know. Does anyone know? Somebody probably has some idea, but it's not the kind of thing that gets reported on. Instead, we report on people protesting that they have to wear masks and the economy that won't open versus, and and then there's the whole police brutality thing. So we have a lot of distractions. Drayton! Woohoo! What did that say? 7 bodies? And it looks like they're all rocky and icy. Whoa, what is going on here? It's a weird... Oh, it's just where the orbital turns. Am I right next to 2 stars? Yeah, so there's one off to the right and one right in front of me. So there's a thing there. Several things there, I think, and then maybe another one here. Maybe not. Alright, well... Aha! Things. Yeah, I can't even buy a thermometer. I've been trying to buy a thermometer for a couple weeks. I mean, it hasn't been like an obsession, but when I go to a drugstore or a larger store, go to buy a thermometer, nothing there. At least you can buy paper products and rubbing alcohol now. Yeah, the run on toilet paper was kind of weird. That was like a mass hysteria, and the what do you call that? The cascading effect, where self-fulfilling prophecy. So some people were worried that there wouldn't be enough toilet paper, so they bought as much as they could, and then other people realized, oh, people are buying toilet paper, and then yeah. And then the shelves were bare for weeks. Oh my god. What a bunch of monkeys we are. And then there's the whole thing of, if you don't have enough anecdotal evidence, you don't believe the statistical evidence. And then on top of that, you've got the Surgeon General who openly lied to us. And then Fauci saying, oh yeah, we did lie, and this is why. And I'm just like, So next time you say something and we suspect it might not be true, should we trust you then? Informed electorate. And the whole point of not lying is so that you can trust the leadership. But if the leadership lies to you, then you have to either recognize they're lying to you and go along with it anyway, or rebel, I guess. Got a question. Have I made any money by playing games, streaming? I've made... Oh, I can't remember. I remember King Akira gave me $1 once, and someone else, was it JCV? I forgot who it was now. It actually ought to be... Let me see if I have that in my alert history. There's a host, a raid. On Mixer, I got a bunch of people giving me gems or whatever those are, but I don't think they're worth any money. And there you, yeah, JVG, who used to watch the original Subnautica series I did, gave me $5, so $6. So if my motives were purely mercenary, I would be wasting my time this last, is it 2 or 3 years now? I don't even, it's more than that. I don't know how long I've been doing this. I'm sure, yeah. Yeah, if you go back and look at my oldest Subnautica video, that's about when I started streaming regularly. Let's jump. I'm sitting here flapping my gums. Which is to say, the only handyman shop in town is closed, and I need singular roller tuck. Oh man, mass hysteria. Yeah, feel like the world is ending. Yeah, I mean, while it would definitely be not something to talk about at a dinner party, there are ways of cleaning your butt that don't involve toilet paper. And we would have had it easy because we got, one of those detachable shower heads with the hose on it. So we could just hang our butts over the edge of the bathtub and do the bidet. For instance, that would have been an option. Never really came to that.
System scan complete.
And looks like 2 stars. So let's scoop and scoot.
Fuel scooping.
Electrical tape. Yeah, and you probably don't want to buy it on Amazon. Yeah, if you're in a small town, pretty limited. Here, I can go to Lowe's, Sutherland's, Walmart, Home Depot, Ace, Target. But if you don't have options, you don't have options.
Frameshift drive charged.
Class M coming up. Yeah, make sure you don't get the poison ivy mixed in there. And you could use washcloths and then wash them, like we used to do with baby diapers before we had disposable diapers. Yeah, it's just, we're so pampered that we can't think low tech, I guess, because toilet paper is so high tech. Oh, it's like, there's a weird pixel on that star, but it's my little aiming dot. Oh, we got 7 bodies.
Fuel scooping.
Oh, I haven't missed a comment, have I? I have yet to wear a mask through this whole thing, and I want to keep it that way. Masks are uncomfortable. I don't like them, but when I go someplace that's indoors where there will be other people, and again, I work with old people, so I have to be extra cautious. I definitely mask up. It's weird though when you want to cough or sneeze and you got a mask on. It's like, do you take your mask off or do you just leave it on and cough into the mask? Which is what you're supposed to do, but it's kind of weird. And hopefully it's not slimy. Haven't had that happen yet. But, it's an eventuality. Oh, I could scoop a little faster. But it's an eventuality if you're going to keep wearing these things.
Fuel scooping complete.
Yeah, it's not that big a deal if you do wear one, and if you don't wear one, you're just increasing statistical likelihood, which is, when we're talking about this kind of scale, that's the kind of thing that you need to think about. Maybe I don't make any money because I'm always expressing unpopular opinions. I'm just glad I don't need it. I mean, I think about the people that do this for a living. All the fluctuations. Now there's the general economy. Fewer people have disposable income. Okay, it just has a long paragraph. Nothing interesting about it, though. All right, let's giddy up. Next.
Frameshift drive charging.
Class M coming up. Have you watched any sports games since they're back on? I'd never watched them before. But the only thing I love a good highlight reel, but other than that, it's pretty hard for me to sit through any kind of professional or college, or even when my kids were doing t-ball and stuff. It was just like, you know, and I had a vested interest. I can watch a baseball game, but I couldn't do it all the time.
Fuel scooping.
My dad's always got some football or college softball or whatever. What was it? Six Bodies? He's a big basketball fan, but he likes all the sports. So, oh my god, yeah, last time I was over there, they were watching classic games. Really? Okay. I guess I can understand that, even if you know how it ends. Oh, that was nice and brief. Even if you know how it ends, you know, there's still interesting moments. Scoop, damn you, scoop! Let's see. I made my $100 payout from Twitch
Fuel scooping.
on the road to my second. Cool. Seriously? Woohoo! And we still got an hour. You're early, bud. Finishing Battle Pass on Siege tonight. Rainbow Six Siege? It's been cheap enough, often enough, that I should have bought it by now, but my limited experience with it was like, I suck at this. Same with what's that new one? We're on a planet, team of 3. Apex Legends. Tried to play that a little bit, but I also recognize it's one of those things where if you don't put the time in, even if you're a natural, you're going to be out of your element. Classic games, like, I can't remember what it was, but I'll just say, for instance, it was that game in 1972 when the Eagles played the Steelers going into the playoffs, and there was a lot on the line, and there were some great performances, and it went back and forth, whatever, you know. So there are some games in sporting, like if I say The Hand of God, you know what I'm talking about, I'm sure, even if you don't like soccer, footy, you know, just because that match where Maradona used his hands. Oh. And it's my understanding he's like an all-time great, you know, right up there with Pele. But the thing that he's most famous for is cheating. Arguably cheating. And I don't even know about that stuff.
Fuel scooping complete.
Maradona? Oh, I thought it was Melodonna. But then the only person I've ever really heard talk about him was actually Argentinian. What's that dude's name? I can't remember. I was doing insurance sales at the time, and that dude was charming. Man. Daniel. His name was Daniel. Wow. I can't believe I remember that. It was like 30 years ago. Did I? I don't even remember if I honked yet. Yeah, and there's 6 bodies, and I scanned them all. No, this is a different place, apparently. I'm losing my damn mind. Jonathan Creef? Wow, how do we say that? I don't know. Oh, is it Zidane? I may have heard that name before. I watch enough British shows like I've seen a little bit of 8 out of 10 Cats and some Countdown. So there's enough pop culture references in those that. But usually the people on there are nerds and, theater types. So you wouldn't expect a lot of sports talk. Skiing? Weird. Neutral for sport. Yeah, I'm not against them, but it's not what I would seek for entertainment 9 times out of 10. There have been times, well, I haven't watched broadcast TV in a while, so except like when I'm visiting my parents. So, but there have been times when I would turn the TV on and there was a baseball game on and I would leave it on, at least for a while, especially if I was busy doing something. This is a weird system. It could be that I'm too close to the sun. It almost seems like there's 3 suns. Four. There's 4 suns if you count this little dork. And, oh, okay. Yeah, this is a little complicated. Oh, let's see. Did you see the headbutt? It's even in one of my favorite anime. The protagonist is born on the day Zidane headbutted another player in a trip. Is it the headbutt to the chest? I've seen that. It looked brutal. And attributed all his bad luck to being born on that horrible. Wow. You need a C++ editor for that? I thought there was an easier way. Oh, okay, yeah. Ugh. It's like if I hadn't seen it and you told me, yeah, there was a guy that headbutted another guy in the chest, I'd be like, did he hurt his neck? But damn, that was brutal. Oh, we still need to scan, don't we? That follows the line. Let's follow this line. It's going to take us back to the star, isn't it? No, because this is a weird system. Alright, so nothing around there. Nothing around here. Did we get everything here? Looks like it. So then we need to follow this line. Aha! Oh, the cat's playing piano. And the silver spoon. There's something else here I thought that was not a cluster. Alright, I guess it's just clusters. Looks like we got one thing left. Is it here? Oh, it was there. And 20 of 21. Ah, and
System scan complete.
I see. I think we had some Rockies, didn't we? Alright, checking for terraformables. Nope, 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 nope. And we are out of here.
Frameshift drive charging.
K-class coming up. Yeah, just... But I mean, I can remember a time also where just joking around, I jabbed my friend in the sternum with my fingertips. But I guess I did it just right because he was bruised for like a week. And, it could just be all the kung fu movies I had watched growing up, found their culmination.
System scan complete.
What was it? 3 bodies? Oh, system scan complete, so it's going to be all stars. Hey now. Let's scoop a little. You're an all-star.
Fuel scooping.
You familiar with Vlogbrothers? They've done a whole taking the lyrics from the All-Star song and used them for like writing prompts, themes for their many of their recent videos, vlogs. One Finger Death Punch.
Scooping complete.
Isn't there a band that's 4 Finger Death Punch or something like that? Oh, and I think it's... I can't remember. I think it had something to do with like the width of your hand punching from that distance. It was a Bruce Lee thing. Haven't really paid attention to it in a long time. Let's see. Yeah, this is the system with
Drive charging.
3 stars and nothing else. Are we throttled? Yep.
4, 3,
The 1-inch punch, maybe that was it. But it's kind of interesting because the mechanics of it aren't like there's only 1 inch of movement. That's not the case. But it's like you start your fist at one point and then you shift your whole body without moving your fist, and moving all of that potential and kinetic energy into your fist for that last inch of travel. Nine bodies. Is it Earth?
fuel scooping.
I can get a little closer than that. Ooh, stuff. A weird looking planet. But other than its appearance, I guess that's the only interesting thing about it. And I don't know if we can get this one. Probably, yeah, it looks like it's well. Yeah, we're not getting that yet. How many we got total? 9. I knew that. I knew there were 9. Is that counting Pluto?
Fuel scooping complete.
Haven't seen any place worth landing on yet either. Whoa. And alright, let's move away from the star. Bruce Lee, interesting guy. I'd kind of like to hear his take on current MMA, the prevalence of jiu-jitsu he started with Wing Chun.
System scan complete.
But he was also superstitious and spiritual.
Frameshift drive.
So it's hard to say. But I mean, I think he'd said that in a real fight, his first move would be an eye gouge, which, isn't going to work in the UFC.
3, 2, 1. Engage.
I guess that's a sport that I'm kind of interested in. I don't watch it anymore, but when they first started doing Ultimate Fighting, I was fascinated. I love the technicality of it. How many bodies was it? Or did I not? 8. 8 fabulous bodies. The count. The count of what? The counting. Has he ever answered or been asked that question?
Fuel scoop.
On Sesame Street? I didn't even know that was an issue. I haven't watched any in years. There's enough arrows here. It makes me wonder if there's a gas giant. No, because a gas giant would be over here. So. Was it just those two? Alright, my bad. But there's going to be more there. Looks like we need to move again. Yep. Full. Fuel scooping complete. Okay, I gotta go in about 50 minutes. So if I don't see you till then, Dracula? Now I forgot what I said. Oh, in the children's educational show Sesame Street, there's a character called the Count who counts, and he has that sort of Bela Lugosi accent. I'm cracking myself up thinking about him. It's not just nostalgia, I guess. But it'd be like there'd be 5 things there, 5 cookies. How many cookies do we have? One cookie. Two fabulous cookies. Three wonderful cookies. It's pretty corny, and I'm not doing it that well, but it's nostalgia more than anything else. Oh, I forgot to make sure that we don't have any terraformables. That could have been tragic. All right, let's go again. We're going to a Class M. I don't suppose there's much point in looking at the galaxy map to see how much closer we are. We've probably traveled 200-300 light years out of 3,000. Hmm. Honk. Thin, fabulous bodies. Oh, sorry. We're moving past that.
Fuel scooping complete.
Let's take a quick look. At the count. The count of two. Oh, sometimes the jokes are just for me. All right, moving on. Did I honk yet? $10. Oh, okay. You do know. So I can stop beating this dead horse? Oh. Looks like it's all going to be icy and rocky. I don't know why I'm bothering to look at the mineral content when it doesn't have geological points. Get that one first. And then come back here. B2, was there a B1? There's the B1. Yeah, usually the ones closest to the star are high metal content or rocky. A little weird seeing one icy that close. But again, I'm a noob, what do I know? I guess we'll be moving on then.
Frameshift drive charging.
Hmm.
4, 3, 2, 1.
I forgot to see what kind it is. It looks a little red, a little orange. Let's see here. Boop. It is a... There we go, Class M.
System scan complete. Fuel scooping.
Make sure there's no planet. There's no planet. Uh-oh. Use a keyframe frequency of 4 seconds or less current. Well, now they tell me. I didn't even realize that there was a way to set the keyframe frequency. I've got a Poor stream status. Health. Poor stream health. What did I just do?
Fuel scooping complete.
Let's see. Additional settings. Enable auto start. I probably should have used that one because I really borked up the start on this. 360 video. Wow. Added delay, none. Closed captions. Normal, let's see, ultra high latency. Well, how do you even change your keyframe? Oh, maybe it's in my OBS. Although, I thought it was in your... See, automatically check. No, that's not it. Output. Source alignment. Snap sensitivity. No, that's not it. And that's not it. Output. Streaming. Max B frames. I have that set to 2. I don't know if that's different than keyframe. Keyframe interval 0 is auto, so let's set that to 2. I don't know if I can do that while we're live. It seems to be allowing it. So let's see if that makes a difference. Okay, so it may be that technically there were some issues, but they didn't really show up. What am I doing? I was scooping. Was this the system that had 3 stars, or was that the previous one? I'm still rolling. Yeah, I'm going to honk again just to make sure that I'm not completely out of my gourd. Alright, let's get ready to jump. Looks like the star is still in the way. The star was still in the way. Alright. Oh, it's because I have it targeted. Duh. The star is going to be in the way when the star is the target. Alright, let's go. Let's go again.
Frameshift drive charging.
Class F coming up. So, apparently, not multi-streaming may have been a good choice, you know. Anecdotal evidence, small sample size, hard to be sure, but we haven't had a noticeable, you know, user experience decay in quality. Whoa, that's bright. "13 fabulous bodies?" I don't know. Hi-ho. Oh man. You know how... Ooh, I haven't had a ranked planet in a while. It's an icy body.
Fuel scooping complete.
And does it say the ring composition? Exploration and mining. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Let's move away from the star while we're here, though. Put it all behind us. A lot of planets showing up, which suggests that this is a thoroughly discovered location. Yeah, these shouldn't all be here. Details? Maybe I've been here. I suppose it's possible. Okay. Ranger Assassin 9. And no information on the planets, so I still gotta scan them. That one looks like a water world. Maybe it's just a big ball of ice. I know one time I was trying to do something. I don't remember what. I think it was I was trying to jump to the next system. No, that can't be it. But anyway, I jumped one time, or maybe even both times, I dropped out of frame shift drive while I was going too fast. So that's the majority of it. I think I also bumped into something at one point, but I don't remember the details. It's all on record. Actually, that's not true. I've done a little bit of this game that I didn't stream. It's mostly on record. But I was definitely streaming when I dropped out of frame shift drive, and I think it might even have been twice. Looked like there was going to be something interesting there, but no geologicals. Maybe it'll be terraformable. We'll find out here shortly. We've got 4 more to go. Woo! 3 of them are here, at least. Aha, there's... eight atmospheres, mostly carbon dioxide.
System scan complete.
Yep. Well, I'm headed back to the bubble. I'll probably want to do some more engineering, maybe get a bigger ship. I'm still kind of on the fence about that one. So I could have more modules and do more things. I can't remember what it was exactly that I wanted to do. Oh, like repair limpet, maybe a second auto repair thing. That's not that important, but repair limits would be nice, especially with this 68% hull over here. Yeah, I don't know. Plus there's so much that I'm just unaware of. Oh, what is this? This is a high metal content, but we can target that. Terraformable. This one also is terraformable. Yes. And it's probably closer, so... Damn it. Do that one first. Yeah, plus we've got all these discoveries that we want to turn in. So, we're making our way back to the bubble. Let's see, do you get rank while exploring I think... Oh, crap. You might get... Oh, it wanted me to slow down for the thing that I just passed, not for the thing I'm going to. I'm not sure if your exploration rank goes up. I don't think so. While you're for getting codex entries, because I've gotten a few codex entries on this trip. But it definitely should go up when I sell my discoveries. Trying to do this manually. And I waited too long to kill the engine. It's coming right at us! Oh, that was another thing I did. I thought I was in Super Cruise Assist. Victory lap. And I wasn't. I was just, throttle up, going straight for the body I was going to map, and I crashed into the proximity. What would that be? Is it the exclusion line? We're out of range. This thing must be tiny. Tiny, 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 tiny. I'll see you on the dark side of the moon. Although, when we left, I could have sworn that I had 18%. So, I don't know. I don't trust this that much. How many do we get? 6? This thing looks pretty small for 6. Alright, so if we go right for here, probably like about... Let's try that. Yay, I only launched one. Barely touched it. Ugh. This is probably one of those situations where having a stick would be a little better. How deep do I want to go here? Probably about like that. No, I don't even remember what the last one was. It's just... And then up here, we'll probably want to come just this side of the horizon.
Surface scanned by 50.
Get that big triangle gap in the back there. Looks like we're coming up. We've got half an hour to go. 9 o'clock local. %, and we'll just fire one down the pipe here if I can get it a little closer. Hey, closer. Alright, then we can probably move on to the next one.
Surface scan complete.
But my last probe didn't land yet. Boom. Boom. You are here. So verify not this one, but this one. Why can't I just hit T for target? That makes too much sense. Why would you want that? We'll move along now. Ah, it's only an hour away. How promising. You were starting, Delirium, you were starting to get back into this. I was wondering if you're just dabbling or threw yourself in. I know you're still playing a lot of Risk, which to me sounds risky. Yeah, high stakes Risk. That's the... I can imagine that as a comedy skit, but I'm sure there are people who take it seriously enough for a high stakes game of Risk to be interesting to a reasonable number of people. Or high stakes Magic the Gathering. Try not to overshoot here. We're still out of range, although we're pretty close to in range. Is it going to be 0.2, 0.3 light seconds? It's like 0.35. Let's see, I haven't played in a few days. Probably no more this week. Just got sidetracked because my kids were... Oh, okay, cool. I hope you got something out of that. Now we're playing modded Minecraft. Oh, that's... Okay. So are you trying to set up your port forwarding for when they're not there? I don't know. I've felt that frustration though, so I was sympathetic and laughing at the same time. Yeah, I haven't played Minecraft since the last time I streamed it. It's just not that compelling for me anymore, or I don't know. When I first played it, what would that have been? That would have been 5 years ago, maybe. I had fun with it. Where did that land? Oh, way over there. Nice. But I really got into setting up a whole enchantment. Yeah. I wonder how I would feel about that. Let's see, we probably want it. How many do I get? 6? So let's do it this way.
Surface scanned by 50%.
Got the backside covered. Yay! Alright, let's blow this popsicle stand. How we doing on time? 25 minutes.
Frameshift drive charging.
Ooh. Brown dwarf coming up. Oh man, I had a friend when I was working at the casino. He was one of the security guards. He knows who he is. And he bought into all the conspiracy theories, like the nomad or whatever they called it. Oh, it's it means like enemy. What's that word? Nemesis. Brown dwarf that had entered our solar system, and was oh nice, and was on its collision course with Earth, but scientists couldn't detect it or wouldn't tell us, or I don't even remember. It was just like, oh my god. You know, it's that knowing just enough to be dangerous kind of thing. Is that what that was about? I actually, let's see. I thought I'd read all the Robot and all the Foundation books, but I know there's one called Caliban, which I haven't been able to find for free on audiobook. Oh, what am I doing? Losing myself here. I'm trying to do two things at the same time. It's a juggling act on a high wire without a net. Sounded like it had an atmosphere. Carbon dioxide and helium. Weird. What do we got here? But these should all be rocky and icy. 6 out of 11. I don't think we've run across anything with geologicals since I started streaming today. Landing takes up a lot of time, though.
System scan
Complete. Modded just removes a lot of the TD. Oh, okay, so quality of life stuff. Yeah, but it's to me the problem is too many people can't enjoy the what if without also embracing the oh my god it's real. They're not able to hold opposing viewpoints. It's either true or it's not. And when it's easy enough for you to do that, to consider alternate viewpoints and worldviews, to see things through different filters, to say, I don't know if this is true. If it is true, then this. If it's not true, then this. And then I'm going to act as though it either is or isn't true, knowing that I could be wrong. But I can't allow the paralysis of indecision or, whether it's true or not, I still have things that need to be done. But I think for a lot of people, and I was surprised, with social media, you get more people stating their opinions as facts, entrenched in their beliefs, without understanding that either that they can be wrong or that what they're talking about is a worldview rather than a fact, a way of interacting with the world. It's kind of like conservatism and liberalism. Neither one is true, but they each have a source. What is it that motivates you as a person, and an interpretation of the way we interact with the world and each other. And while neither one is, factually correct, they both contribute to the social well-being of the population. But instead of being like, we need each other, which is what everyone should be thinking, in my humble fact, it's overly adversarial. I'm sorry. I know I'm missing some chat here. Let me get out of this and catch up. And nothing to see here. Let's move along. Throttle up. J. Another brown dwarf. Let's see. Camp and nothing is... Yeah. Well, that's good. It's an uncomfortable position to be in, but... Yeah, I think the discomfort of not knowing is too much for some people. And so they never learn to sit on the fence, or if they are on the fence, it's one of these is true. I just don't know which yet, and I'm trying to decide. But then there are things that truth is subjective. Let me restate that so it's more clear. There are truths that are objective, but even facts are corrigible and susceptible to update based on better information. I already did that, 11 bodies. But then there are things that are true. Pain hurts, but it's completely subjective. It's based on the objective fact of sensations interacting with neurons, which stimulate patterns in the neurological system, including the brain, which we've developed to recognize as pain, and it's beneficial in avoiding damage. But it's still subjective. There are objective facts about pain, and there are subjective facts about pain, and almost our entire experience with it is subjective. We don't think about, oh, something is triggering my neurons. You only think about the subjective experience of your pain and other people's pain. And then also the harm that tends to be indicated by it. But it's completely subjective. It requires subjectivity. Well, that's more than that. You can make machines that let you double ores or automatically mine for better tools, better weapons. Oh, okay. I had this one thing that, and I copied it off of a YouTube channel of that. But it was basically you keep chickens in it, and when they grow up, it would do something so that when they grow up, they'd get to that certain height, and it would kill them, and then they'd go into a funnel, and then the whatever products came from them dying ended up in a chest. But it also allowed them, I think you could also get eggs out of it. I might be mistaken about that. It might just be that you got chicken meat and feathers, but I think you also got eggs, which you could feed back into the machine, and it would but I found that really useful because I loved using bow and arrow, and feathers always seemed to be like the hardest part to get. But you get a big enough chicken farm, and then it's just a matter of gathering them. But just having it automated was really nice. So you just go to the chest and pick up what you need, reload your eggs. 6 of 11. Oh, there's more right here. Oh, and it's got to be this signal. Confused me because I thought that I was seeing 1, but I was seeing 2. 1 more to go right there. All right, check for terraformables. Like, people are making fun of flat earthers. Meanwhile, people investigating black holes and quantum gravity believe they found evidence that the universe is a 2D hologram. No, the universe is a 4D hologram of something else. Then just using the 2D as kind of like a metaphor. So, like the way a picture or a 3D, the way a picture can represent 3-dimensional or even 4-dimensional if we're looking at time, representation of reality, then perhaps our reality is more than these 4 dimensions, and there's a lot to suggest that it is. And what we experience is only the 4 dimensions of it. And I don't understand it well enough, but I kind of like Eric Weinstein's, I can't even remember what he calls it, geometric unity, perhaps. And the math behind it, I definitely don't understand. But basically his is, there is a reality that's, I want to say like 7 or 8 dimensions, but then there's also a 4-dimensional focus point through which we experience it, which to me makes a lot of sense in explaining like the double slit test and the way that triple polar, if you take 3 polarizing filters, it should only reduce light, but at certain angles you increase the light or get back to the baseline of 1. So you never get more than you started with, but you can get back to pretty much where you started. So these ideas, it's kind of like, how do you test for that though? Nothing here. We'll move on. And oh wow, all right, we're still good on fuel, I hope. Plus I've got my a booster if I need one, but I don't think the navigator, maybe the navigator would send us on a course with no fuel stars. We'll have to see. Let's catch up on chat because we're talking about cool stuff. Game can wait. A lot of mechanics in modern Minecraft are like redstone contraptions without having to do all the redstone logic. It's mostly what modern Minecraft is, progressively automating things until you reach basically creative. But a lot of the work in completing each step and making cool looking factories and stuff, kind of like Factorio. I've seen people play Factorio. It seemed more like logic than what am I trying to say? It seemed more like it was about maximizing efficiency rather than creating something aesthetically pleasing. Oh, there's nothing here. Let's see what our next jump is. It's another, I'm gonna power down here. So let's check to see if we got a fuel star coming up. So this is our next jump, right? That's where we are. So if we come over here, there's a fuel star, and that's only 2 jumps away, and we got more than 2 jumps of fuel left. So all right, let's giddy up. And I've got 10 minutes left. So we're running out of time for mind-shattering, earth-shaking revelations.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
But then like string theory has produced a lot of interesting discussions among string theorists, but I don't know that it has actually produced any technology or testable hypotheses. Eight bodies. Let's move away from this ugly brown thing. Wonder why they call them brown when they're clearly magenta and pink. Modern Minecraft is kind of like that. Depends on the pack. What I'm playing now is less about max efficiency, but there are a lot of expert packs that are all about production chains and such. I don't know. Yeah, there's something about that to me is like, but why? Because for it to be a game, there has to be something where you are, for lack of a better word, testing your physical gameplay or your mental connection, interaction, involvement with the game mechanics.
System scan complete.
I think what I like about games, sometimes it's you're simulating stuff that you can't do or is expensive, difficult, dangerous to do. I guess that maybe that's what I mean by can't do. Um, and other times it's just a manageable challenge with quantifiable results. So unlike life, a lot of time your results are, I think this went well. It seemed to have gone well, but how well exactly did it go? And you don't know if there's uh, negative outcomes tied in with the positive ones. Whereas in a game, I'm applying myself, I'm accepting the challenge, and I get quantifiable, recognizable results. Wow, we are going to be scooping for a long time on this next one. The fuel tank is almost empty. So if you get to the point where your game is, all modded, I don't I don't really understand that. It's kind of like playing in God mode. It gets old pretty fast. It's like when I play Skyrim, typically I like to have uh, my companion in awesome armor so that they are always fine, pretty much no matter what. And then I like to have one weapon that will take out dragons, because the dragons will kill NPCs, and that, to me, if there was a setting where like NPCs can't die to dragons, then I would definitely accept that or set that. But then for the most part, I want some challenge to it. Quantifiable results of your work are that you're getting better tools, which allow you to do more complex and powerful things. Okay, so yeah, if you're trying to support your gameplay by automating the tedious things, it's like in a lot of games the survival mode just makes it annoying. It's like, sure, I can go back and I can eat some food, I can drink some water, but it's mostly just a waste of time. But like when I play Subnautica, I usually play survival mode, but it gets a little annoying. Simple storage network, a bunch of chests hooked up. So like, yeah, wormhole chests. So like one chest or one storage, and you can connect to it from anywhere. That would be really beneficial. Be a little bit of a cheat, but then again, what you're doing is you're avoiding having to go back to the base every time you need something. Or yeah, and I usually cheat with carry weight as well because I get annoyed by carry weight. So, and you can only carry in Minecraft, you can only carry so many things. So being able to build a chest and put something in your main storage remotely would be a nice. Did I do scanning here? I don't think I did any scanning yet. 19 bodies? Good lord. We best get to scanning. And I got like, what, 5 minutes left? I kind of don't want to go to work tonight. I keep telling myself I need to find a different job. But, I don't have someone looking over my shoulder all night. Most of the time, no one bugs me, which is huge. Oh, could you imagine a customer service job where no one ever asked for help? Something about this. No, I guess there's nothing there. But it's almost, hey, finally a geological. Yeah, phosphorus, selenium, zinc. That's pretty high zinc with it. We'll probably land here. Oops. But I might not even have time to land here. And then if there's something that's terraformable, that will take precedence. Sounds like a gas giant. But it's not. Atmosphere, methane, or methane if you prefer. 12 of 19. Nothing else here. Plus you can automate crafting of certain materials. Let's see. In Kerbal Space Program, some mods added difficulty like rescaling universe or need for life support. Yeah, that made it more interesting, more challenging. It's a mod that adds like Van Allen belts and deep space. Ooh, that could be something. I don't know if I would like that. I mean, the physics of it is challenging enough for me. I still can't make a good airplane. So the next step will be create something called refined storage. It basically makes it more compact and expandable. Oh, okay, yeah. More yeah. There's got to be a limit somewhere. It'd be nice if it would auto-organize for you as well. Skyrim, I modded in Thomas the Tank Engine to replace dragons? He's back! And I'll be wrapping up here in... actually, I should wrap up in a minute, but I don't think I'm ready. Mining will be able to come back, drop my iron into the system, and eventually... Yeah, if you know what you want. It's all powered instead of needing to be refilled with coal. Oh. That's pretty cool. Oh, there they are. I thought these blue areas disappeared. Another highly. Phosphorus, iron, nickel, manganese, germanium, tin. This one wouldn't be too bad to land on either. That point, or 0.7, is a little low. $16 of 19. Oh, there was another one there. So one more, and it's also here.
System scan.
Complete. Check for terraformables, and then probably target that one of those ones with the geological. Obviously not. So geological 17. And if we look here, tungsten tin. So that was that last one. Oh, let's go back up here because I don't think any of these will be terraformable, but it's worth a look. And then what was that other one that had the geological? I think it was that one. Niobium, tellurium, zirconium. No, there was one that had like 3% zinc. Yeah, 3.3 tungsten, 10. Alright, so I'm going to target that. And then we'll move towards it, but I'm gonna have to call it a day. It looks like it's not that far. It's pretty far though. It's not that far. 600 light seconds. I'll get this down to about 20 seconds. And then I'll go into Super Cruise Assist. All right, well, I need to wrap it up. Get up on out of here, put some socks on, go to work, make some people safer, I guess, comfortable. Where's my damn thank you? There it is. Ooh, pretty. Let's see, are we caught up on chat? Randy Traffic said, oh yeah. Oh, what was the name of the bad dragon? Was it Parthenax? Parthenax is gonna make you hurt all over, yeah. That was one of the best wrestling personas of all time. Oh man, I loved when he did Dexter's Laboratory. That was fantastic. Ah, Randy and Elizabeth. I had a theory for a while, back before there was an internet, that Miss Elizabeth was the same actress that did Sherry in Steve Perry's Oh Sherry video. I think years later I confirmed that I was wrong, but I was convinced at the time. Hey, my alien runoffer hit you up on Discord? Okay, we should do that. It'll be different. You already know I try to keep it clean for the kids. I don't think that'll be too much of a problem. And then it's one of those situations where if we're doing voice comms, it will either be on for the stream or off, because I don't know that I would be able to figure out how to change it. I probably could, but I don't know that I could, so we just get what we get. Just some swanky Guardian upgrades, yeah. But also, if I'm going to do that, then I should probably get the ship that I'm going to use to apply the upgrades to. I don't know if it works the same way as engineering. You have to be in the ship that you're engineering when you do the engineering. Parthenax is grayest of graybeards. Oh, okay. Yeah, he's the good guy. Anduin? I don't remember. There's an in-game ham radio mechanic. Oh, interesting. But you can mute the person. All you need is a fuel scoop and enough cargo. Oh, well, yeah. Yeah, I think this thing has a cargo of 8, but I'm just thinking, if I've been considering upgrading my ship. Upgrading Asp Explorer seems like it's really good for exploring, just so I could hold more modules and maybe cargo. Although cargo doesn't seem like it's too much of a issue. And I don't know if I'd want to add that extra mass to lower the jump range. But I'm just ambivalent on the subject. I don't know if I want to get a bigger ship or just make the most of what I have. Oh, it's okay. It's a module. Nice. Largest fuel scoop rating. Yeah, I could put a 6 on this, but I decided I want the biggest shield, so I've got a size 6 shield. I can put socks on while we're talking. It hasn't been an issue, really. Maybe because I haven't been anywhere there's Thargoids, and I play in solo, and I'm outside the bubble, so I don't encounter hostile NPCs. Not to mention I usually don't have cargo, so there's nothing to attack me for. I don't know. So having the biggest shield, I think it helped me one point where I was doing a planetary scan and then it was trying to shoot me as I lifted off the planet. But I don't know. Oh, what is that guy's character name? Onyx? The Fortuitous? Andrew Bowser. I love that guy. Let's see. Asp is still most used ship, and I can understand why. Yeah, okay, and I've got the single bay SRV. You could alternately join crew. I figured that's what we'd be doing because I'm still thousands of light years out, so I assumed that's the way that would work. Material components are yourself. For exploration, you only need the smallest shields, just enough to protect you from taking damage while landing. Yeah, that seems to be the case. Small shields are enough. We might as well go in style. Yeah. All right, well, I got to go. So thank you for being a friend. Hope to see you guys next time. More fun when you're here, right? Tell a friend, like, subscribe, blah, blah, blah. Be well. That's the wrong button.